On the night before my sister's wedding, the last thing I expected was to find her lying lifeless outside the hotel. I knelt beside her, holding her cold fingers, praying it was a nightmare. My whole body shook. I was supposed to be with her, but I had chosen to rest in my room instead. Suddenly, her bridal train rushed out, screaming. Dave, her fiancé, pushed past me and grabbed her hand, calling her name again and again, but she didn't move. He carried her to the car, and my brother pulled me inside too. My mother wailed non-stop, whispering things that made no sense. I feared she would lose her mind. At the hospital, Dave paced the reception like a madman. His father, the chief, and his bodyguard stood there too, looking completely unfazed. After what felt like forever, the doctor came out with the words that shattered everything. We lost her. In my head, it echoed as, "She's dead. You failed her." Dave grabbed the doctor by the collar, screaming that the wedding was supposed to be the next day. But nothing would change the truth. She had died before we got to the hospital. A sudden attack, no trace, no explanation how the poison got inside her. Grief consumed me. Memories of our childhood, our fights, our love all hit me at once. I snapped and confronted Dave, screaming, "What did you do to my sister?" The chief roared at me. Chaos broke out, and eventually, my brother dragged me home. Hours later, still dark, still heavy, my parents, the chief, and Dave walked into my room. I didn't look at them until the chief spoke. "The wedding must continue today. You will replace your sister and marry Dave." My heart stopped. Her body wasn't even cold yet. Yet they are talking about reputation, guests, expenses, and the wedding. I turned to my father, the reasonable one, but he nodded and said it was our custom and that there was an agreement they couldn't break. I was furious. "Have you even asked what killed your daughter?" I shouted. My father sighed. "We believe she was poisoned, and we might only know the truth once you are inside that family." Still, I refused, until my sister's chief bridesmaid found me crying in the bar. Her voice shook as she told me, "Last night, Dave came to see your sister. She followed him and never returned until we found her dead." I froze. Dave had lured her out, the man who was supposed to marry her, and she died? I grabbed her hands. She said, "Marry him. It's the only way to know what happened." That was the moment everything changed. I agreed, not for love, not for family, but for the truth. Back in my sister's room, the makeup artist prepared me as I cried. When I looked in the mirror, I saw a bride who was never meant to exist, a replacement wearing a dead woman's destiny. At the church, everything still carried my sister's name. When the priest said, "You may kiss the bride," I panicked and asked him to skip it. He agreed, and the wedding continued with whispers all around. As soon as it ended, I rushed back to the hotel, pacing the room in my wedding gown. Dave walked in, his expression cold. "What are you doing here?" I asked. He smirked. "We are married now. Act like it, otherwise your father's debts will be revisited." Debts? That was when I realized we were sold off under the guise of marriage to pay off our father's debts.